Hi guys, we're going to take a look at the equipment module in Snowline. You'll find it under Tools, Equipment. And it does two things. It tracks your equipment and it tracks the maintenance or the activities that you want to, any tasks you want to store with about that equipment. So let's just take a look. You can put anything in here by going new equipment. Just follow the steps to fill in the blanks. Basically, you set up your equipment that you want to track, and once you have it in here, you can click on the magnifying glass, and this takes you basically back to your fields. This is all pretty straightforward. So you put in your acquisition date if you're interested, your costs, and then anything that you want to make note of to here that, of course, your instructors and your equipment managers, etc., would have access to. They can put in the remarks. Let's say you have maintenance manuals or operating manuals or whatever you have. You can just drag them and drop them again into this area. And then they show, I did one, just some dummy document. And then it shows up here. And it's a nice way to track your documentation with your equipment. Scrolling a little bit further down, you have your maintenance area. You can, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to put in a new task, click on it, and I'm going to put in some details. So I want to tighten the bolts, maybe you want to sharpen the skis, whatever. I want to make sure we do that for the end of the month. And there's no costs. What you can do here is you can track if there are maintenance expenses, you could put them in here. Maybe you have to buy some new bolts. Once it's done, you can put in who did it. And you can put in the date that was actually done. So this one's done ahead of time, right? So I'm a little bit messing around here. I added it and then I completed it at the same time. Normally you would do those things separately. And then if you want, and then maybe you want to include a picture or some other documentation that has to do specifically with this task. Maybe it's an instruction video or something like that. You could go ahead and do that as well. Okay, so that's about all there is to storing the equipment. Now you'll notice that this one's red. So the whole point of it being red is it's a way to call attention for the equipment manager or for the instructors to be able to flag that. So how did that get red? I pick any one of these and I just hit set alert, and you see this little alert flag here get set. So that guy's now red. So it would also be helpful if I put in some notes so that the equipment manager could see what was going on. So if I am the equipment manager, I come in here and I look, and let's just refresh this list. Come in here and look. I see that it's red. I look at the notes, and I see that the ski was wobbly. So now I can go ahead, and if I wanted to record my maintenance, I could put in a new activity. There it is. I could say that I tightened the ski. I might want to say why. Okay. I'll undo my activity alert, and my equipment's back to normal. Again, looking at it, I have my maintenance record that I tightened the ski. I should probably say that I did it. I did it on the day it happened, and it was done by me. That's my brother. Okay, so that's done. All right, now let's take a look at our maintenance history. We go back to the menu. Here's our task list. So this is just a list of the maintenance activities. Here you can see the last one I put in was tighten the ski, did it today. What's interesting here is you can use this as a to-do list for your membership. So it just does a simple comparison of the date it was scheduled to today, and it says, look, this has to be done February 17th. It's coming up, so it's soon. This one's a little bit further out, so it's planned. If I want, I can sort on the scheduled date and get a list of the activities that have to happen. Now, this might be of interest for your members in that they can, lessons canceled, they can take a look at the equipment list. They're just in the room and they can see if there's activities that need to be done. So clicking here takes me straight into that activity. Okay. And clicking here takes me to that piece of equipment. This is where we just were. So it's pretty straightforward. There's no rocket science here. So that's really all I want to say about equipment. It's under Tools, Equipment. And of course, if you have any questions or suggestions, please be in touch. I'll be happy to talk to you about this. Thanks for listening.